Labor Day weekend in Vermont, and the container garden is going well. The pepper plants are healthy and producing a lot of peppers, way more than I can consume. So today I'm going to share with you my favorite method of preserving the peppers. I'm eating as many as I can, but some of them are really hot, so you can eat only so many with your meal. And it's hard to give them away. I do give some away, but most people don't really like hot peppers, certainly not super hot ones. And I am growing a fair amount of super hot peppers. So, going to talk about my preserving method, and I'm going to show you in a minute. But for now, we're just going to kind of talk a little bit about what's going on here. I got the ghost pepper plants on the left. That's two in one pot. This is the second year they've been growing, second season. And a bunch of other peppers there. We got some habaneros, a few different habanero types actually, hot lemon, and a couple more mild ones. So I've tried different preservation techniques in the past. Over here we got a basil plant that needs to be transplanted, the last of the tomatoes, at least in the container garden. I have tried freezing peppers, but uh, I don't know. I think they get kind of soggy when they come out of the freezer, and that's fine for like putting them in recipes, but that's usually not how I eat peppers. I usually like dice them up and put them on my meal because you never know how hot they're going to be. I probably will freeze some because I just have so damn many. Give that another try. It's going to be throw them out or freeze them. So I'm going to do some freezing. I've also done kind of like a pickling sort of thing, make like a hot pepper relish where you mix it with vinegar, water mixture, salt. You can boil it. Different recipes call for different things. I've done that before. Um, it's kind of like a canning technique, but you got to put them right in the refrigerator, and I don't know how long they're good for, so that technique never really worked out for me. I ended up wasting a lot of what I would spend a bunch of time on. What I like to do now, which I started doing a few years ago, is I dehydrate them. I dehydrate them in the oven. Let's go take a look at what's going on there. And here we go. Let's see. Let's see if the flashlight is. That didn't really make a difference. The the flashlight. Um, So I put them in the oven. I've done this with, I think, three different ovens. I just set the oven to the lowest possible temperature. And so this is so low it doesn't even have a temperature. It's below 200 and below warm. So I dice them up, or slice them up, slice and dice, fairly tiny as you can see. And then I spread them out on the foil, and I check them every once in a while, kind of stir them up. Try to keep them even and uniform, not on top of each other. Keep an eye on them, stir them up every once in a while, and then when they're dry, put them in a Ziploc bag or a glass jar. Here we've got four different kinds, I think. Usually I separate them, but I've got so many peppers. I had a bag with like four different kinds, and they were like 5 days old. I was like, these are just going to go to waste. So sliced and diced them. I got hot lemon peppers, kind of a medium heat. I got mini white habaneros, which are actually yellow. They're tiny. They do pack a pretty nice punch, which shouldn't be surprising. It was surprising, but it shouldn't be because they're habaneros. I've got some Thai hot. Those aren't really very hot at all from what I remember. One red habanero, the first one I picked, and then most of these are ghost peppers. They're like a reddish, um, yeah, I guess they're reddish orange, but no, I guess they're really mostly like a rich red color. So I'd say about half of these are ghost pepper. Did I say habanero or ghost pepper? Ghost pepper. About half of them are ghost pepper. That's where most of the heat's going to come from, but I figured it'd be an interesting flavor profile to just throw in whatever else I had in there. So got to keep an eye on these. Usually only it's the first time I've done it this year. I think it usually takes like 3 or 4 hours. You don't want the temperature up too high, and you don't want to keep them in there for too long. I did that once, and they came out kind of toasted. I guess they were kind of cooked and had like a toasty flavor to them. I didn't really care for it. Some people might, but I didn't. Um, and so there we go. First batch of the year. Got to keep our eye on those. And the only other hint I can think of is you probably want to wear gloves, like some kind of food safe glove, vinyl gloves, or whatever they use in kitchens. I don't use gloves. I'm kind of used to my hands burning, but it's a good idea to do that. Your hands will burn, and anything you touch will burn too, especially the more sensitive areas, your eyes, and you know more sensitive regions of the body. So I would definitely recommend gloves. And so I guess that's it. Any questions or comments? Leave them below. And please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.